At first glance, Minecraft definitely doesn't come off as no horror game, but anyone that has before faced the wide array of mobs that the game has to offer, we begin to notice that some mobs actually have rather scary qualities. Whether it's their high damage and pressure that forces us to go on full alert, or their unique abilities that have the tendency to throw us off guard, leave us vulnerable, or as a corpse. Possibly for some, even a mob's visuals can give quite the spook, especially when paired with a mob that has all of the above. In today's episode, we take a look at the top 5 mobs in Minecraft that were designed to remind us players what the threat of death looks like in Minecraft. Boss mobs, as well as unused mobs, both do indeed qualify for today's list, and since we are dealing with a perspective-based topic, I've used several different areas of critique, not to mention each qualifying mob I have personally tested and studied very carefully, and recently researched the community's general opinion on a decent number of popular community-used websites. So after all this hard work, ladies and gentlemen, no hiding in the comment section for this one, as I am proud to finally present to you our list. Fear can be distributed in many different ways. For our number 5 spot, it's actually rather simple. The Village and Pillage update has ever so rudely introduced a fresh, new and significant problem. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ravager. I'm sure if one is nearby, you can't really miss it, but one thing's for sure, it's not gonna miss you. Arguably boasting the most lethal charge attack in the game, a Ravager's enormously buff and brute body comes as a handy reminder that they have 50 hearts of health. To put that into perspective, that's 15 full-powered sword strikes, diamond sword strikes, capable of dealing devastating, bone-crushing knockbacks, and able to withstand knockbacks. Also, the word scary sort of comes as an understatement. To find our number 4 mob, already we're being asked to wander into a haunted mansion, one that sits quietly amongst the shadowed bed of the dark forest biome. If you've ever come face to face with the illagers that home themselves inside this disturbing location, then ironically enough, it's not the ghost summoning spike lifting sorcerer we're after. It's these guys. Lifting their iron axes high, ready to swing down on us players as they chase us with deeply concerning speed, and not to mention, a single swing of their axe hits harder than a Ravager's charge attack. So anyone who's legitimately faced Vindicators before truly knows the caliber of panic they can cause. And simply when even just 2 Vindicators are in pursuit without decent armor, you'll be forced to stay on your toes. By that I mean usually running away, in my case, into a dark forest of even more hostile mobs. Long before woodland mansions took their place in Minecraft, even before the famous Dark Void known as the End was introduced, its inhabitants instead wandered the overworld, quickly becoming acquainted with many nervous players, trying their best not to look directly at them. It's no secret to not lock eyes with an Enderman, as we all know by now that if we do, the pace of our gameplay suddenly escalates as fast as our heart rate. agile, aggressive, dangerous, teleporting maneuvers come straight for the unfortunate and usually horrified souls that provoke the 3-block high, slim, frightening figures, complemented with a terrifying face that makes them look like they're screaming quietly, all adds to the fear factor of the legendary Enderman. Every aspect about this mob translates eerie or horrific behavior, a mob designed to toy with our anxiety, and we're only just warming up. Although being a Java-only edition classed unused mob, that doesn't take anything away from the arsenal of tricks and spooks that this mob has up their sleeve. Our second illager of the list, coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the Illusioner. Versing an Illusioner is like fighting a talented street magician, one that's trying to kill you. And how they go about that is exactly why they are this high up our list. Casts blindness, summons duplicates, turns invisible, teleports, wields a bow, and maneuvers better than a skeleton. And I'm not sure if their bright, colourful pajamas makes them less or more menacing, but nobody's unfamiliar with what dubs this next mob Minecraft's scariest. This list has proven yet again to be another extremely tight list, so therefore I'm obliged to present to you our honourable mentions. Minecraft bosses. No doubt all present their own style of notable hazards, but at least we're able to well prepare ourselves in advance for when we're actually ready to face them. Whereas with Minecraft's most famous mob, there will be times when you're not really ready to face them. Putting this mob anywhere else on the list, I'd almost see as a disservice to perhaps the most iconic feature of this game. Barely making a sound. Barely looking happy. How does one ever feel safe anywhere in this game when not even a full set of diamond armor can withstand the full impact of a creeper's explosion? I myself have even fallen prey to a serious spook by one of these alarming creatures.
Yep, see there's some stuff in here.
Creeper! Creeper!
What?
And if their infamous jump scares wasn't enough, we are usually left with tending to the reminder they ever so politely leave behind for us. The creeper has become Minecraft's perfect accident. And that is why this mob sits ever so comfortably on the throne of fear. This video is another example of one that never would have happened if it weren't for all your requests. Always remember how important your feedback is to me, and I hope for your return when the next episode dawns. Till then, stay happy, stay kind, and until next time, goodbye!